And I am so sorry that I have not posted a video in like a month, literally a month. Been so freaking busy, and I know that you probably hear that all the time, but I literally genuinely have been busy, and I do apologize for that. So to make up to you guys that I haven't been online so long, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do something cray and just go for some crazy grungy shimmery metallic-y green look. And I hope this kind of makes up for the lateness and the slacking on the YouTube. I really enjoyed making this look for you guys. It's really spontaneous. I just kind of thought, hey, this color and this color, put it all together and let's see what just happens. And I feel like it's definitely kind of worked for me. I feel confident with this look. I really enjoy it. I love these fun, crazy looks. I thought, do I just do a basic kind of boring my foundation routine, or something like Glamazon, kind of basic, easy to do glam, which I'm happy to do as well, but I feel like there's a million and one videos out there on how to glam yourself up. So I thought I'd kind of spice it up and put my own little twist on it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please keep watching if you want to see how I achieve this look. And also 2 kind of first impression videos as well for you, because I'm going to be using the Maxfactor Miracle Foundation in the colour 040 Cream Ivory. And I'm also going to be trying out the Pro Artist Professional London HD Pro Finishing Powder. I'm going to give my honest opinion. I'll never bullshit or lie or sugarcoat anything. If they're rubbish, I will be telling you guys, do not waste your money. Save it and get something better. You know, that's just how I want to be towards you guys. I want you to feel confident and have faith in me and trust my word, because that is so important as well to me. So without further ado, let's not carry on mumbling, because I have a tendency to mumble. Let's get stuck in with this video. So firstly, I'm just going to tie up my hair, just get it out of the way, just so then I don't get any makeup in my hair, because that is not cute and I don't think that's ever going to be a trend. I'm going to try out the Maxfactor Miracle Foundation. This is in the tone Creamy Ivory 040, and it is a cream based foundation. We'll just give this a whirl, and apparently the best way to apply this is with kind of just a flat foundation brush. Okay, so already I can tell that this is a very medium coverage foundation, and I do feel like actually it really does kind of apply beautifully to the skin, and I feel like it's definitely buildable and it's giving me more coverage the more I kind of layer it. It's definitely kind of cancelling out any imperfections and redness and kind of just evening my skin out, which is good as well. It has got very much kind of a warm pinkish undertone to it as well. I do feel like it's darkening and kind of almost oxidizing the longer it sits on my skin. However, it's not kind of clogging up my pores, it's not kind of sitting on the lines, it's not creasing at the moment. But, you know, I'll keep you guys posted throughout the evening. It's definitely oxidized a hell of a lot though. This is obviously the face without the foundation, and this is the side with the Maxfactor foundation. I do quite like this. I feel like it can be quite a full coverage foundation if you layer it up. However, I kind of feel like it's still quite dark. I feel like this is the lightest shade in this collection. I think you can get around about 12 different color options, which is good, because I hate those makeup brands that only do kind of one coloured foundation that's more targeted towards pale people and kind of myself dark skinned people, and I just feel like that sucks in my opinion. Or the other way around, where they'll target mostly darker skinned women and they kind of miss out us pale bitches. So I always get excited and happy, and I always feel like a sense of equality in the makeup world when I see makeup brands come out with a huge variety of foundation shades that match most, if not all, women. I feel like Maxfactor always does that. I feel like it's really, really good in that aspect with their foundation shades. They always have something to match someone from dark skin to light skin, and it's really important, you know, to not miss out everybody, you know. I feel like as I've built this up a lot, I'm really, really enjoying the coverage it's giving me. I think once it's kind of set as well, hopefully, it definitely oxidized a lot more. This is just after kind of applying it. This is when it's kind of just been put on the skin and it's left to do its thing. I feel like it's definitely darkened, which I don't really mind. I feel like it's definitely kind of trying to kind of match to my actual ideal skin tone, and it doesn't feel heavy at all in the skin. And again, that's really, really important if you don't like feeling like you've got a crap ton of foundation on your face. I feel like this foundation definitely doesn't do that for you, and that's good. As it's drying, it definitely feels like it needs to be set. It does give off that kind of stickiness when you touch it. It definitely dries down slightly, but not fully, and you definitely get that kind of sticky sensation, which is not cute, and it definitely needs to be set. So I think that's all we're gonna get from this foundation. As for coverage, overall I'm really, really impressed with this foundation. I just hope it doesn't kind of get any darker, because otherwise I'll just look completely crazy and just not cute. I think this is going to be really, really good for people. I think a lot of people that have dry skin get really scared to apply really thick consistency foundations, because they feel like it's going to cling to the dry spots in your face and just make kind of dry areas more enhanced and more, you know, on show. But this hasn't done that, and I'm really, really kind of surprised, because I haven't found many foundations that actually have such a thick kind of formula that doesn't kind of like attach itself to those dry patchy areas that are prone to patching and flaking, you know. And I feel like this has definitely not done that for me. So Maxfactor, I would definitely give you a 10 out of 10 for this foundation. If it had oxidized any darker, then I would have definitely obviously decreased that score. So overall, I'm very impressed with that foundation. The concealer that I'm going to be using is the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer 2-in-1 Conceal and Highlighter, and this is in 010 Ivory. And right at the back, the one thing I really don't like, and it's the same with all kind of concealers that have this type of applicator, I really don't like these applicators. I feel like they're really unhygienic. I feel like you waste a shit ton of product. However, I do like how you can really, really get into those fine areas, but I just really, really do not like these. They can be really unpredictable and really just kind of crazy. Sometimes you get a shit ton of product that just comes out, and then sometimes you have to really, really almost like full on resuscitate that bottle just to get any product out. And I feel like, yeah, just for hygiene reasons, it's not like the best thing. But I'm going to give this a go anyway, and this is, like I say, in the 010 Ivory, so just see what happens. Do you see that, you guys? That's not cute, right? Is that just me? This is a really nice match for me. It's definitely the right shade, so far I'm happy with that. I was scared it was going to be too light or too dark, but so far so good. What I do look for in my concealers is crease power, and you know, are they going to crease? Are they going to enhance, you know, make me look more awake? Are they going to brighten up the face, give me that kind of warmth that I need? So fingers crossed this does happen. Okay. This is quite a creamy formula. It is easy to work with for sure. It's definitely easy to blend out. It doesn't dry down straight away, so you have plenty of time to work with it. It blends out like a dream. As for creasing, it's definitely kind of slightly creasing. I don't know if it's just the brush I'm using. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take just a little damp beauty blender sponge, because you can't go wrong with that. So that does crease. It definitely does kind of attach itself to line, and it's not fully covering up my dark circles. So I wouldn't say it's like a full dramatic coverage one. It's definitely a subtle kind of highlight. Again, I want something that's going to be super, 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 like, I've had 25,000 hours sleep, you know? I want that in a concealer rather than I've had a bit of sleep, but you know, I'm still quite tired, you know? That's kind of how I feel about this concealer. Does it smell funny? Let me have a smell. It doesn't really smell of much. It kind of just smells a bit plasticky, but with a hint of kind of perfume. But it says that it's meant to banish signs of fatigue and illuminate the eye area with an oxygen complex. Let skin breathe. I feel like this definitely banishes some signs of fatigue. It doesn't help fully get rid of them. And like I say, in my concealer, I want that to get rid of the fatigue looking signs and dullness to the skin. I want it to cover that, and I want it to hide it and illuminate and brighten up the face. And I just feel like this hasn't done that as much as I would like or had expected, really. Because I have heard so many great things about this concealer, but I've never really fully been a fan of those kind of applicators that look like a little hairbrush. Kind of weird. I don't even know what that is. It's just weird. I don't like those applicators at all. However, the product itself, the formula is quite nice. It does blend out like a dream. It's not creased too much, just a little bit, and you definitely will have to set that like ASAP. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set that now, and I'm going to try out now the Pro Artist Professional London HD Pro Finishing Powder, and this is in translucent. Let's just open it up and see what it looks like. It comes in a weird kind of package like that, almost like a sponge applicator, which is amazing because you know some powders, they just kind of have it a massive opening, and the minute you open it, there's about 100,000 bits of like product wasted because it just falls everywhere. And I feel like this sponge kind of applicator is going to save you a shit ton of product. So I'm just going to put it on the lid, just dab a little bit, and I'm going to just set my under eye. Okay, so I feel like that's giving me this weird halo misty kind of, can you see, you guys, what I mean? It's kind of giving me that weird like illuminating, I don't know, I just feel like maybe it's enhancing my dark circles. It's kind of brought them back out again. I don't know if that's just me. This is without using that powder. And using the powder. And I just feel like this kind of area is very much looking a lot darker. I don't know. Let's try this eye. Again, I still feel like it's really enhanced my under eye, like the bags. I don't know if I'm feeling this powder, but we'll set the rest of the face. And you know what I said about, oh my God, I don't know what's happened in like space of like 3 minutes. I've gone from loving everything and the way I look to kind of just hating everything. I feel like this foundation's definitely getting darker, to the point where I'm kind of like, getting a little bit too dark now. I don't know if you guys agree. That's how I feel. That's just how I feel at the moment with this. It's definitely set everything in place like a powder should. I don't know. I'm just not loving. I feel like it's too dark. We've done that. We've done basically the base. What I'm going to go on to now is just some eyes. So what I'm going to do is just take some of that powder that we used just now to set everything, and we're just going to use that to bake the under eye area just to kind of stop any fallout. So I don't know, I'm just not liking this powder, and I'm not liking this foundation. I feel like it's really darkened and like oxidized like a bitch, and it's definitely sat into my smile line, which again I'm not loving. Ugh. Right, I'm gonna go and get some actual decent loose powder that I can rely on. I'm gonna go back to my Ride or Die setting powder, and this is by Essence Stay All Day Translucent Fixing Powder. Love this stuff, can't get enough. I just, never lets me down. So I'm just gonna use some of that. Right, I just had to do that. I'm sorry, you guys. Like this powder, I love the kind of the packaging for it, the cushion effect. It definitely saves a lot of product. I'm gonna go onto my eyes now, you guys. And the first product I think I'll start off with, yeah, let's start with a transition color just to get this whole look going. And what I'm going to use is my I Love Makeup Naked Chocolate palette. This is almost like the, is it the Tarte or the Too Faced one? I can't remember. Too Faced chocolate palette. That is the one. And it's like a dupe almost. Not 100%, but you know the packaging. I've got the brown version of this as well. It's plastic, but it's great. So I'm going to dip into, I think I'm going to start off with, I think I'm going to go into Milky, which is this lovely little taupe brown. And all I'm going to do is just kind of place that in the areas that I want to put transition colour down. So now taking a kabuki brush that's just easy to use to blend, I'm just going to blend that product into the eye. So once that's done, I'm going to go in with my Lorac Pro palette, and I'm taking Navy, which is this navy blue, and I'm probably going to just take a light kind of brush like this, and this is from Amazon, and I'm just going to place that just over near the transition colours. Going back in with that kind of blendy brush, we're just going to blend it all out again. Single eyeshadow, I'm just going to take some of that and just a little kind of brush like this with the sponge applicator, and we're just going to kind of build it into this, the outer V. This kind of like a purpley blue. I feel like NYX have one of the best like pigmentation for eyeshadows. I feel like some of their palettes can be kind of like meh, but their single eyeshadows are always so reliable and so pigmented and just easy to work with little-ish fallout. And I really just enjoy working with the NYX eyeshadows. They're so good, and they're so colourful, and you can get some really unique colours as well. And if you want a bold, dramatic look, and this is obviously a very bold and dramatic look, then you can create that. And that's what I love, is being able to kind of create those bold looks for you guys. And also just for my soul, I like doing these crazy bold looks, as well as playing with new makeup. Like, it's just a win-win for me really when I do these looks. And I'm really sorry again that I haven't posted more videos sooner. It's just I've been so freaking crazy busy. I'm looking for a car at the moment. Not even looking, sorry, I found a car. But I'll tell you guys in a whole nother video if you want about how I found my car, how I got on with my driving lessons, you know, just a whole video dedicated to kind of like my driving journey, from kind of not having a clue to being out there in the world now and finding a car and learning to drive and just passing my test. If you want a whole video on that, then definitely thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I shall do that for you if that's what you want to see. But yeah, so moving on, I'm just taking NYX Mermaid Serenade, and I'm just gonna bring it slightly over here. Bring it into the lid a little bit more. Okay, so once we've done that, we'll go in with NYX Blue Jeans, and that's what it looks like. Love this color, it's so beautiful. And honestly guys, don't worry about messing this up because we will clear it up by blending it out later. And I know we look absolutely crazy right now. So taking a blending brush, just basically blend it all out. Going in with another colour now. This one is also by NYX and this is called Jaded. So beautiful. I'm just taking that in the outer V again, and this is just going to be a really bold, dramatic kind of, it's just going to bring this look together a little bit more. Okay, girl, I see you. Now taking another, honestly, I feel like this is like a NYX advertisement video, but it's not, I swear. And this is also another NYX colour, and this is in lime green. And I'm just going to take my finger to apply this. I feel like this is the best way to apply this. And all I'm doing is just kind of going over the top. Now going in with a white, we're just going to clear it all up, make it look a little bit softer and less kind of harsh. And I'm taking again NYX whipped cream. This is just a white powder, and all we're doing is just clearing up the brow bone area. Okay, so once that is done, we're gonna blend it all in together so it doesn't look so kind of like crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm gonna take this kind of work. I'm just gonna go in with a thin-ish brush like this, and this is the Crayon 4300. Is it? No, it's the number 6 one. And I'm just gonna take some of this purple from NYX in Ultraviolet, and I'm just gonna take that in the inner corner of the eye. Okay, so for eyeliner, I think I'm gonna go in with something a little different today. I think this will be it. Going in with NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and this one's in Rocky Mountain Green. I love this colour. I'm just gonna use it in my waterline. So once I've done that, I'm gonna go back in with the NYX Mermaid Serene. Can't even freaking say it, but we're gonna go in with that one. And all I'm gonna do is just take a tiny weeny bit here, and I'm just gonna smoke it out a little bit under the eye. Once I've done that, we're gonna go back in with the NYX Jaded. Okay guys, if I look possessed, I'm so sorry. It's just the look I had to pull because I need to get in those corners. You know what? I think I'm going to use this Jumbo Eye Pencil today in my lip line. To top that off, I'm going to go in with another green lip eyeliner, and this is called M&N Me Now. Now that's done, we'll go in with our brows, and I think I'm going to use green. Why the hell not? And we'll go back in with our green Jumbo Eye Pencil, and we're going to use that on the rest of our eyes, eyebrows even. Just taking that green emerald, I'm going to apply some of that to my lips. And just focusing it on the inner part. Yes! Once I stop being a vain bitch, I'm going to get on with my mascara. And the mascara I'm going to be using, well, I'm going to be using two because I'm a badass bitch. The first one I'm going to be using is the Volume Million Lashes, and it's Fatale by L'Oreal Paris. And I'm going to use that on my top lashes. The mascara I'm going to be using is, if I can find it, yes, the next mascara I'm going to be using is the Extreme Curl Mascara by MUA, and I'm just going to use that in the bottom lashes. It's got kind of like a bend to it, so I find it really easy to get in those lashes. Okay, so once it's done, we're going on to the contours, and then we're pretty much done, you guys. So bear with me. I'm sorry it's taking so long. It takes a long time to make a girl like me reasonably presentable. Since the main focus of this look, even though I didn't mean for it to, you know, I just kind of was playing around a little bit too long with my makeup, and it's kind of turned into green eyebrows and green crazy metallic lips and loads of just crazy colors. But anyway, we're here, it's happening, so let's just go with it. Now I'm just taking MAC Cheeky Bronze, and I'm just going to bring some color to the face. Not that it needs to, because this foundation has definitely truly kind of oxidized and brought a lot of bronze to the face, which I'm just not feeling. But you know, as I say, I've tried and given it a go, and yeah. Do you know what? I feel like this look is missing some glitter, so I'm gonna have a look and see if I've got any glitter. But before I do that, I'm gonna use some more blush. Well, I say more, I'm gonna have some blush to just bring some peachiness to this look. And I'm just going in with Soap and Glory Blush Brick, and this one's in Apricot Jam. So beautiful. Okay, so once we've done that, I needed to get something else, and I cannot remember what. Glitter. Okay, so going in with my MAC pigment in the colour Chartreuse. I cannot even say it. I'll just put it in the link below. I'm gonna use some of this just on my eyes. Okay, going in with highlighter. I'm gonna use the new Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and these are the highlighters that MAC have come out with, and this one I've got in Double Gleam. It's so freaking gorgeous. And we're just gonna smother our face with it. Okay, so you guys, I've done the finished look. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't mean to make it look so grungy and green and ogre-y and just fucking crazy. But that's just me. I hope that you like this look, and if you don't, then that's fine also. I can see why you wouldn't like this look, because it's crazy, but I'm pretty impressed actually. You know, I've surprised myself. I've gone for something completely out there and out of my comfort zone, and I feel like that's what makeup's about, is testing your limits, testing your mind's creativity, and I feel like I'm doing that bit by bit, and I'm taking you guys on this crazy creative journey with me. That's how I feel, and I'm happy to do that, and I hope that I've inspired any of you to just kick ass and do whatever the hell you want with your makeup, and just do whatever crazy look you want, because that's kind of I could have gone for just the basic glam, boring, you know, you've seen it all before, but I thought, you know what, why not just kind of spice it up a little bit? And I definitely feel like I've done that. If you like this kind of video, if you like this kind of alternate glam kind of craziness that comes through my mind, and you want to see more random ideas that just randomly pop out at 10 o'clock at night, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, Credit Star, and you shall see what crazy madness I have next. And as always, give this a thumbs up, give this a thumbs up, just so I know that you guys are watching and enjoying, and that I'm not 100% boring. As always, stay Trinalicious, stay true to yourself, and don't give a fuck what anyone else has to say. Honey. Mwah. See you in the next one.